Hi there. You see, I went for a run today, and then, like an idiot, played tennis right afterwards, so my lower body is functionally useless at the moment, but I have worked up quite the hunger, so let's get cooking. On today's menu, we've got marvelous mac and cheese. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Christian, didn't you just cook mac and cheese? The answer is yes. On the left, we have the macaroni and cheese I made already. On the right, the new one. What's the difference? Well, this has macaroni, margarine, flour, milk, salt, pepper, Worcestershire cheese, and then you put it in a casserole dish. This one, you have macaroni, margarine, onion, all-purpose flour, salt, pepper, milk, Worcestershire cheese. It's this basically the same. Though this one at least knows a cup of macaroni is needed. This one said half cup, and then, of course, I forgot to double everything else like an idiot. But you know what? I love mac and cheese. It's okay. We can have it again. The obligatory shot of the before. Yes, we're going to take all this and make it into a wonderful, beautiful, cheesy macaroni casserole. So what do we got to do? Well, you got to cook the macaroni, then you got to melt butter in a saucepan, then you add some flour, and then you mix it until smooth, and then you add milk and seasonings, cook around consistently over medium heat until the mixture comes to a boil and is thick, and add 2 cups of cheese, stir until cheese melts, then you stir macaroni into that. That's the exact same as last time. But this is a little different. You put some of the macaroni, and then you put some cheese on top, and then you put the rest of the macaroni, and then you sprinkle with breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs isn't on the list! What are breadcrumbs? Good thing I got Ritz left over from last time, and then I gotta bake it forever. God! But I want it now! I have to issue a mea culpa here, as I forgot to put the Worcestershire sauce in the picture. There you go. Congrats, you made it. It's got the oven preheated, and there's nothing really quite like firing up the oven on a nice, cool May afternoon, and it is really warm inside my condo. I don't have air conditioning. I have one crappy fan. It's pretty hot in here, isn't it? Yeah, I feel you. That, folks, is a full cup of macaroni. Will be in my belly eventually. Yeah, a little slow motion today, bud. Yeah, you really want to play. A lot of energy today. Yeah, you're really going after it today, bud. Wow. Fun fact about my kitchen, these burners are mixed up, so if you want to put on the front right burner, you have to turn this one on. Huzzah! Things are getting a little hectic. The macaroni's just about done. We're stirring this consistently until it comes to a bubble and thickens, and then we throw in cheese! He's still over there. Just frozen in time. Alright, it's boiling cheese time! Oh, yeah! Alright, macaroni, time to party. Ugh. I feel like this is just, there's so much more sauce this time. I think it's because there's way more milk in this recipe. That's why there seems to be just a drowning of liquid. Alright, so half the macaroni goes in now. Okay, it's way soupy this time. Like, what? Why was there so much milk in this sauce? Anyway, now we sprinkle cheese on top. Did not balance that out very well. Also, that is the rest of the cheese. We're supposed to sprinkle some more on top, but it's okay. I've got mozzarella. Yeah, I was supposed to layer. It's just liquid, so liquid doesn't layer. Some mozza on top. And since the breadcrumbs weren't on the recipe card, I just went with a metric fistful of Ritz for this one. All right, there it is, covered in the oven. And now we wait 30 to 40 minutes. Ugh. Just for sake of comparison, yeah, 2.5 cups, and this was 1 cup. However, I doubled the macaroni and nothing else, so that's probably why it didn't seem as liquidy last time. What's Sully looking at? Well, you may have noticed these in the background of some recent videos. These were given to me on my birthday by Sky Neller, along with some Baby Shark placemats. So what are we gonna do with these balloons? We're gonna inhale them and perform Hamlet's famous soliloquy. Heliamlet? Hamlium? No. I'm not sure why, but I feel like I should look a little more scholarly for this. That's better, I think. Now, it's possible you may be asking yourself, Christian, why Shakespeare? Well, I am a trained Shakespearean actor. I'll have you know, in high school, I was moonshine or starveling in A Midsummer Night's Dream. I had exactly 7 lines, and I nailed it. My last line brought down the Roxy Theater. All I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog. Or something like that. Now, I only have 1 shot to do this. Warning, do not inhale helium. Helium reduces and can eliminate oxygen available for breathing. Inhaling helium can result in serious personal injury or death. Well, this could be my last video then.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arm against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by asleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation, sully, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep perchance to dream, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For those who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despise, love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might this quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied over with a pale cast of thought, an enterprise of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
And yes, that's another balloon. So in a later video, you bet, there's gonna be something else. So I'll take your request. What should I do with a helium voice and possibly risk death?
A few moments later.
Am I feeling a little lightheaded? Yeah, a little bit. Am I gonna survive? I think so. I mean, who hasn't inhaled helium before?
Well, I guess this guy hasn't, but I haven't licked my butthole, so you know what? We've all got our own things.
Can you hear that? Time for the reveal. It is soup. Cheesy. Crackery. Macaroni soup. Marvelous. Oh yeah, baby. This is the camera angle I like to call kneeling on the kitchen floor. Oh boy. That is so much cheesier than last time. I've barely eaten today, so this is gonna disappear very quickly. Look at that. Oh, you got a little film on top. Aesthetically, who cares? Creamy, cheesy.
So that was easy. The question is now, do I have more? I think we know the answer to that. More. And we still have enough for a snack tonight or a meal tomorrow. It's gonna be great, but after 2 plates of cheesy mac and cheese, there's only one thing for me to do. I'm exactly where you think I am. Well, that does it for another real compelling edition of whatever this is called. Stay tuned next time when Sully and I will drink or make something else, I guess. So until next time, Sully, you know what we say. Nothing, because I don't have a catchphrase.
That's okay.